leaders. Welcome back to another edition of Balanced Bytes. And today we're going to be diving into a topic that is near and dear to my heart. We've been on this series, if you will, talking all about self-love as since this is the month of Valentine's. So today we're going to be talking about loving yourself and really getting into how you can create your own personalized guide to self-care. And self-love and self-care aren't just buzzwords, right? I know we've been hearing a lot about them lately, but they're really and truly essential ingredients for a fulfilling and balanced life. And throughout today's live stream, we're going to explore some actionable strategies to help you to cultivate self love and create a personalized self care plan that really fits your own unique needs, right? Because we're all individuals and what works for one person may not necessarily work for another person. So it's really all about personalization. So go ahead, get settled in, grab a notepad and a pen or your digital device to take that you want to take notes on, settle in, and let's go ahead and embark on this journey of self-discovery and self-love and self-care together. Right. So let's start out by defining what self-love is versus self-care, because I think sometimes people want to use them interchangeably and they're really two completely different terms. So one is self-love is the practice of accepting and appreciating yourself just as you are, right? Flaws and all, fupa and all, gray hair and all, whatever it is, really accepting and appreciating who you are. Where self-care, on the other hand, involves taking intentional actions that nurture you physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Right. So, together, self love and self care really form the foundation of resilience and mental health, which enables you to show up as your most productive self. It's going to help you to navigate all of the ups and downs that life can throw your way with grace and compassion. So remember, I talk about this all the time. Loving yourself is not selfish, right? Self care is not selfish. It's really necessary for your overall well being and happiness. So, now I want to dive into a self reflection exercise to help you to identify your own unique self care needs, right? So I want you to take a moment, just kind of tune in to your body, to your emotions, just to self, right? Take a moment and turn to self. Now, if you are watching this live and you don't have paper and pen, I want you to go ahead and get that now. If you are watching a replay of this, make sure that you do the same. You can pause the video and come back to it, because I'm going to ask you to answer some questions that are going to help you to um, come up with your own personalized self care plan, right? So the first question is, what activities bring you joy and fulfillment? I'll share a couple of mine before we move to the next question to give you a chance to answer. So for me, if you've been following me for any length of time, you probably have heard me talk about uh, Latin dancing. I take Latin dance lessons. I started out with salsa and then a year later added in bachata and was doing both classes together. Now I'm just focusing on bachata, but I'm getting ready to get back into salsa as well. But these I love to dance. I've always loved to dance. Has been a part of my life since I was a little tot. And so that's something that really brings me joy and fulfillment. Speaking also brings me joy and fulfillment. So while that's more work related, the dancing is more kind of that self care thing. Going to the beach. I am a beach girl through and through, so I love spending time with my feet in the sand or in the ocean with the sun on my face and the warm breeze, listening to the seagulls and all of that. Right. So, those are a few things that bring me joy and fulfillment. Now that you've identified those things, I want you to answer the next question, which is what drains your energy or leaves you feeling depleted after you've done it? It could be specific tasks. It could be being around certain people because we do know that we have those, that we do have some energy vampires in our lives, right? So, what are the things that really drain you of your energy and kind of leave you feeling tired and just depleted after you've done them or spent time around those people? I know for me, while I love speaking, uh, that it really, while it fills me up and I love it, it also leaves me energetically drained. And so I know that when I do speaking engagements, I have to be intentional about taking some time afterwards to refill and not go right back into working because I could end up just kind of burning out or getting sick. Right. So, what are the things that drain your energy? So, by considering your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual well being, you can really gain clarity on the areas where you may need to prioritize your self care. So, I hope that you jotted down your thoughts or some of the things that came to you. If you'd like to, feel free to share those in the comments. I would love to see them. I always love hearing from you. All right. So now that you are armed with the insights from our little self-reflection exercise, it's time for you to start creating your own personalized self-care plan. Right. So start by reflecting on your self-care needs. Right. Do a quick brainstorm. If you don't have time to do it now, come back to it later. But do a brainstorming session to come up with a list of activities that really resonate with you, right? These could be things anywhere from taking a bubble bath to doing a meditation exercise. It could be spending time in nature, like going to the beach, like one of my things, right? Then, once you have your list together, take a look at your calendar, whip that calendar out, whether you use an analog calendar or a digital calendar, and go ahead and put on your schedule some regular times for you to do those self some of those self-care activities, right? And you want to treat it like a non-negotiable. This is a important meeting with yourself that enables you to refuel, refill, refresh, restore, all the re's, right? All the re's so that you can show up as the best version of you for yourself, for your team, for your business, for your family, for your loved ones, for your friends, for your community, for all the people in your lives. When you take care of you and you make that time non-negotiable, it really enables you to show up as the best you, right? So I want you to remember self-care is not selfish. Self-care is not selfish. It is an essential investment, right, in your well-being and happiness. Just like you want to invest your money so that it will take care of you in the future, you want to invest in self-care now so that your body is in good shape physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually in the future, right? So you're investing in your current and future well being. So as we prepare to wrap up today's live stream, I want to, first of all, say thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you who have been joining me for this journey on self discovery and growth and productivity and mindset shifts and all the things, I want you to remember to prioritize self love and self care into your daily lives. And don't hesitate to reach out if you need some support or you need some encouragement along the way. If you'd like to have a quick chat with me, then head over to chatwithtrasetta.com. I'll drop it up. I'll pop it up there. Let me see. Let me find the banner. Here we go. Head over to chatwithtrasetta.com and you can book a complimentary discovery call with me. It's a consultation where we can talk about what your goals are, what you're aspiring to do, where your pain points are, and some talk about some strategies to help you to create more well-being, to create more joy, to create more self-love in your life. So, anyway, I will be back next week with more actionable tips and strategies to help you thrive. But until then, take care of yourselves and each other. I'll see you next week.